you know, it's going to end by fire. It's going to end by ice, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We'll kill ourselves probably before that happens anyway. But I'm a firm believer in SMOD, the sweet meteor of death. And it could bring us all together. It could. It could. Oh, my Lord. Jonathan Vasquez, thank you for the $1. Hans Mercier for Canadian $5. Postmodern nihilism. King Council scene showed absolutely nothing has changed. Yep. Called that one. Dan's Man, New Zealand $5. Where are the red priestesses? Danny was a legion. Where are her followers? Danny defeated Ice. Why wasn't one around her to revive her? Dan the Man 317. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they needed to wrap everything up in the, by the way, historically worst way possible. This was the worst ending to a television show ever. There is no question. No question. The reason being is, yeah, I know the Dexter ending is bad, but Dexter wasn't as great as Game of Thrones. It was not. Nothing was. And the greatness of this collapse is because it was so good and it went so bad. We'll never see that again. That was, woo. Calling it now. Dan and Dave don't make a Star Wars trilogy. Calling it right frickin' now. That's done. Oh, yeah, they'll say it's still going and it's in production and we'll get into pre-production and we'll get far, but something's going to happen. There's going to be creative differences. Bob Iger might have them whacked. I know, I'm just kidding. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Bob Iger is seeing all this. Well, no, his assistants are seeing all this. The people who get him his tea and stuff. His caddy. Bob Iger's caddy is watching YouTube, hearing us complain, going, dude, I don't know about these Dan and Dave guys. Take the 3-wood. The 3-wood. Yeah, Dan and Dave. Yeah, it's like, man, there's an algorithmic wave on YouTube that, like, it's crazy. But yeah. No, I used the pitching wedge on that one. Pitching wedge. That's what his caddy's telling him. Dan the Man 317, credits roll, and now my watch has ended. I shall live and die by the fandom. I am the memer beyond the screen. I pledge my Sundays to the Inquisition for all bad writing and subverted expectations to come. Dan the Man 317, that is brilliant. And you have my wheels turning. You have my wheels turning about. Okay, I need to, well, I've already screenshot. Okay. Dan the Man, thank you for the $10. You just gave me an idea. Thank you. I'm R3Y, $5. I thought Tyrion was going to say a marriage is what unites the people, not stories. Me too. Gendry could have married someone, and hopefully Arya and Sansa, right? OBG70, thank you for the $1. Richard Wetfist, thank you for the $5. Arya put on the face of Dave and Dan and killed the show. Yes. Shadow Doyler for $2.29. I'm close to 1,000 subs. Could I get a shout out? Please go check out Shadow Doyler. It really takes no time to sub. And by the way, I don't ask this a lot. As a matter of fact, at the end of every video, I kind of ask, okay. But I mean, I do it in passing, but I do. If you could, because I know a lot of you do not subscribe right now. I am like really close to 100,000 subscribers. I'd really like to get there. For very personal, selfish reasons, I want to get there. It'd be really cool. So if you could consider subscribing, that would be great. It's just a click. I'm not too bothersome. I try to keep my content pretty consistent. And yeah, and I promised my wife a vacation if that happened. RS Trouble 350 for $5. I'm all for subverting expectations, but when your audience is expecting a good show, that's the one you should not subvert, Dan and Dave, ever. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages to go. So, and we have been going for what, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. I can go for 20 more minutes. We'll go. No, we're going to go until it ends. Screw it. Take that back. I might have to take a little, I need to get something to drink in a minute. But I'm okay right now. Zachy Wild for 10 pounds. Season 8 was so stupid, it's insulting. With knowing what a mess this once brilliant show became, it became hardly rewatchable. Boycotting those two lazy, greedy hacks, Benioff and Weiss, canceled HBO sub. Zach Wildy. Yes, 10 pounds. Good for you. Good for you. Magnus Mullins, $5. I'm so glad that Nymeria scene in season 7 went somewhere. Wait. Thank you for the $5. Jeff McKelvey of 3dtrekker.com, 3dtrekker.com. How about throners as the equivalent to trekkers? I don't like throners because it just sounds like boners. That's why I actually, oh my God, one of my videos came out 2 hours late because I had said the word throners in it and I didn't realize it. I'm like, oh, I am not putting that out on the airwaves. Yeah, no, throners, nah, because it just sounds like boners. It does. Thank you for the $2. Fen31, $5. If you need something new to watch, please consider Utopia 2013 by the UK's Channel 4. It centers around a conspiracy hidden in a graphic novel. It's great. Ooh, I got to check that out. That sounds cool. Please consider The Expanse. It's the best show on television. Roman E, $5. Every time SJWs, hack writers, or corporate pieces of shite destroy a franchise, the fandom menace grows in size and strength. We will soon break the wheel. We will. We are like the army of the dead, except we have no leader. We're like that. We're like the others in the books. There's no leader. There's a loose group of allies that really just want good stuff again, and our numbers do grow every day. And I think they just got a huge bump from Game of Thrones, and I was not expecting that. Lars Eric Holven for 55 Norwegian crowns, maybe. Littlefinger, chaos is a ladder. Chaos is a ladder. Oh, dude, it just jumped on me. Holy crap. Hang on. Son of a biscuit. I hate it when it does that. There we go. I found you. Chaos is a ladder. You see, Bran was always fond of climbing before he lost his legs. Brilliant D&D. Jago Ram for 2 pounds. Have you seen Red Dwarf UK series? Yes, it's great. Not all of it though, but yes, it's great. Catherine Greer for $15. Seen the article with Harrington telling critics to go themselves? Hope is out of context. Yes, Catherine, and that video is currently uploading, like as we speak. It is currently uploading. So, yes, I have seen it. It's out of context a little bit. Yeah, you'll hear what I've got to say about it. But let's see. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Catherine. So she also says, I can understand some of it being personal, but it was the show. It could have been so good. I'm in mourning. Yeah. I address it in the video, but what the hell? It was taken a little. He was talking about Daenerys, specifically about Daenerys. So, but I kindly call him out. And just because I promised you guys last night, if anybody writes anything that's attacking any fan at any moment about this, I'm going to do a video on it. And I'm going to call every single person out because I have the time to do it. What the fuck? I got the time to do it. So any actor, any creative, any Access Media member starts calling out the fans for effing anything, I will be on it like stink on shite. Eugene, $2.99. John became the Westeros. Zoolander, Blue Steel. Blue Steel. Yeah. Goddamn, Zoolander was a great movie. The first one is great. So, what's the funniest thing I like to tell is I'm watching Zoolander with my lovely and talented wife, Melissa. And she's in the beauty and fashion industry. She owns a salon, hair colorist to stars and all that fancy stuff. Not so much anymore, but she used to be a lot. And she just owns her salon and kicks ass now. And she's a strong female lead. She is. But there's a cabal in Zoolander. There's like an Illuminati of fashion people. They're all in silhouette. And she could just name. She was like, yeah, that's Vidal Sassoon and blah 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 blah. People she's met, and she's taught at the Sassoon Academy in London. That's why I went to London. She went to some academy and taught, did some classes for 2 weeks, and I was by myself basically. She would be gone all day, so I put on a backpack and walked around London for 2 weeks. So great. I digress. I don't even know how I got there. Movie Maniac 86, 400 Huffington Posts. Have you lost? You're lost in the super chats like D&D in the plot. I know, right? No, I'm going back and forth. So to reset again, I am doing a super chat square up from yesterday. So I'm doing some of today's and some of yesterday's. I'm going back and forth. There are still many, many, many to go. Many, many. Albert, $5. I must hand it to Dan and Dave. I was disappointed with these. I must hand it to Dave and Dave. I wasn't disappointed with this episode. I expected it to be a load of crap, and they delivered. Albert, I saw what you did there. £5. Thank you. Richard Latinek for $2. This episode became a sitcom after John killed Danny. It did. It did. Rearranging chairs. Richard Wyfus, $2. Gary, there was no post-episode interview with Dan and Dave. Oh, really? Interesting. They just wanted to get the hell out of there. They're like, okay, it's almost over, and they're looking at the screen. Go, go, go. What is the point in the wall and the Night's Watch? Rowan, for John Plot. Thank you for the $2.99 Australian dollars. Catherine Greer, $10. Sorry, but excited to see Aaron Paul and WW trailer. Oh, okay. In Westworld trailer. Yes. Felt like a Philip K. Dick story. It certainly did. I really loved the first season of the show, but this looks like a new show completely. Yeah, it does. It does. The Westworld trailer, it looks fascinating. I'm going to watch it, of course. Westworld is one of the best things that's ever happened to this channel. It was like where we got our first real bump. Our first video to get 1,000 views was a Westworld video. Wisdom Minari. Well, that's not true. My very first video on the channel got 12,000 views, but it was a flash panel at WonderCon in 2015. I don't think it's on the channel anymore. I think I took it off. Too many scenes without dialogue, just staring and looking around at crap. Why was John looking shocked at her speech? Can he speak Dothraki? Arya, just F off or whatever. And Bran continues to sacrifice people for his own gain. Yeah, like logically, like Bran's a dick. Bran's a dick. Thank you for the $20. Cleve Bourbon, $2. There were like 17,000 watching you last night at one point. Yes. Yes. Our peak count was 17,500. Thank you. That was incredible. It was the views were at 150,000 when we stopped. When we stopped, I looked at my phone. I don't even know what we're at right now. For a big, long live stream, that's pretty incredible, folks. So thank you. Hey, look. Oh, I got my own notification. I was like, wow, I never get those. Where are we at right now? Okay, we're at 93,142 subscribers. So again, if you could please sub, please. I won't ask very much. Yeah, we're at 287,996 live views for last night. That's a record. Everything's a record. This whole month's a record. Thank you so much. I again was not expecting this, and once I saw the ball rolling, I started working my ass off. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I've been like kind of burning the candle at both ends. Because I got dad stuff to do too. I've been kind of, like my house looks like crap right now. I need to I've got I've got to do PO box. I've got I've got to do a lot of things. I got to answer emails. I know there's people who are trying to get me on the show and I want to get on shows. I'm having tons of fun. This is great. It's thanks to you guys, and it's not going to last forever. So I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm glad we found each other. And I did not expect Game of Thrones to turn into a giant turd. It was like the last thing I expected. So they subverted my expectations, I guess. But we found each other. That's the positive we found is, and as was stated earlier in the super chats, you are now a member of the Fandom Menace. Now, the Fandom Menace is just not a Star Wars thing. No. We have people who don't even like Star Wars in the Fandom Menace. The Fandom Menace is a Doctor Who. It is Star Trek. It is everybody unhappy with their franchise because Hollywood takes fans for granted. They think they can use franchise for political platforms. They think they can just feed you a bunch of shite. They think you are just a money printing machine. So again, unsub from HBO. I'm serious. That's the only way you're going to get a point across. And I'm sure they had a lot of people unsubbing today. Why do you think they would put a Westworld trailer out of effing nowhere? And it's not coming out for a year. For 1 year, by the way. It's not just early 2020. Westworld will come out in April of 2020. So, yeah, 11 months. But they also released a season 1 trailer a year and a half before the season came out. But there you go. Cleve Bourbon. Westworld season 2, by the way, the best example of derailing your franchise for a political agenda. I sure hope they correct it. Mega Fried Canadian 666. Game of Thrones stumbled trying to ascend to the Iron Throne of epic fantasy and impaled itself. I think everyone is wondering where to go from here. Tolkien. Read Lord of the Rings. Wheel of Time. Witcher. Go read some Conan novels. Elric. Pick up a comic. Valerian and Lorelei's great French comic. Read the Expanse books. Read the Expanse books. So let me show you some of you might know what the Iron Throne is supposed to really look like. That's pretty close. We need a full shot. There we go. Right there. The Iron Throne is supposed to be effing huge. So there it is. Oh, whoops. There's a closer shot of it. There is, I believe that's Tommen sitting on it, right? Is that Tommen or Joffrey? I don't think it's a Targaryen. But yeah. So there's a couple of books called, I think it's The Art of George R.R. Martin's The Song of Ice and Fire. Find them. They're fantastic. They are fantastic. I love them. I look through them all the time. Available on Amazon, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. Back to the super chats. There we go. The Fezman 93, 2 pounds. What was the point of R plus L equals John? Waste of time. Complete waste of time. Total waste of time. Tokyo Gaijin, 500 yen. It's sad when watching the review vids are better than the TV show they're reviewing. Might do the same for Star Trek Discovery Season 3 if it's not canceled. Oh, yeah. Challenge accepted. I said I was going to cover Star Trek Discovery Season 3. I'll take that back. I'm going to cover the hell out of it. I'm going to cover Batwoman. Oh, God, yes. Matthew Duckford for Australian $2. When do you think we will see the next book? 2020, December. FRBE 01010, $2. SVTFOE. I don't know what that is. Had a better ending. What is that? I have no idea. Had a better ending than Game of Thrones. Sad. Something really bad had a better ending than Game of Thrones. Sorry, freebie. 01010. Bad Axel. Thank you for the $1 donation. Wisdom Minari. Tywin. I love Tywin. I do. The bastard. Check out Epochs of Eternity on Indiegogo if you like epic adult fantasy adventure. It's set thousands of years after the fall of civilization and is based on Graham Hancock's work. Frank, you mentioned that yesterday. I checked it out. I think I'm going to back it. That. Frank, thank you for the Canadian $15 and do check it out. I love. So Frank, I plotted out an entire fantasy epic comic series that I'm never going to finish. I did the first 2 issues in the 90s. It's called Dark Legion, and it's a modern fantasy with superheroes. And with this spin on all the superheroes are based on the universal monsters. All right. So my main character, which doesn't really have a name. His name is David, but he's like Frankenstein. And I initially thought him up when I was like 10, and he was basically a Captain America experiment gone wrong. But of course, I removed all the Marvel characters from my headcanon and created my own. Then I have a ghost named Mist, who was created during the Philadelphia experiment. And he's somebody who exists between dimensions. But he can form himself he can be corporeal only in the water that he fell into during the Philadelphia experiment. Then there is this isn't a very universal monster, but she's supposed to be a cross between the Bride of Frankenstein and a witch. And her name is Opal. She cannot speak because she had discovered the secrets of all Wiccan magic and from Merlin. And she could bring destruction and death with a single word. So her vocal cords were removed. She's got a big scar on her neck, but she still has power. And they were of course, a shadowy organization was using her for power. Her name is Opal. She could communicate sometimes by making walls bleed and have like little words on there. Listen, it was the 90s. I thought it was a cool idea. I mean, this might sound a little cheesy as shit, but that was my story. And it starts out in an underground base called the Garden, believe it or not. And they escape and they find themselves in South Dakota, and it turns into Homeward Bound. They I want to find out what happened to them, where their homes are. And, just the stories, they find out it's hundreds of years later. And, everybody they know is dead. And, and they were basically experimented on, and it gets very Illuminati, and it's all based on things I heard on Art Bell. Like every single piece of information from that comic is things I heard on Art Bell. I thought of the superhero when I was a teenager, and I've been building this story in my head for 20 years. And I did a couple comics and I realized it's way too big for me and I'm not a very good writer. So there you go. Richard Webfist, $5. Cost of making King's Landing wheelchair accessible was 10,000 lives. Very good point. And no, I will not Indiegogo that comic. Never. Not unless somebody else wants to write it and draw it. Because I ain't doing it. No, YouTube is a full time. My hat is off to anybody who can YouTube and do a comic book. So EVS. And honestly, I know a lot of people are talking about the books. Listen, I think he's finishing the book today. If you still want to get content from him, right? So I think it's worth the wait. Personally, I am a backer of Cyberfrog, and I would still like him to do content. So I wouldn't want him to stop content. So I think you can't have both ways. I mean, sure, we all have, promises that we don't keep, but as long as he comes through, which he's going to, it's fine. It's totally fine. And your boy Zach doing it, I don't know how they do it. I mean, that's my hat's off to him. I couldn't do that. Did you get your coffee, Gary? Yes, Bruce. Thank you for the $1.99. Had some this morning. Can't you tell? Yes, he got me this coffee that's it's brilliant. Oh, Bad Axel, $2. Waited for a long time to see my favorite show destroyed. Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Wisdom Minari, 2 years for this shit. God. Wisdom Minari, $10. I'm sorry, but Tywin was not evil. No more than any other feudal lord. Ruthless, yes, but not evil. Except for the Taisha bit. Yeah, that's evil. Okay, maybe a little evil. Still a greater administrator. Greater administrator than Jon Arryn by far. Yes, no argument there. But lacking certain things. Yes, Tywin Lannister had Tyrion's wife forcibly R to the A to the P to the E to the D by an entire legion of Lannister soldiers, and then made Tyrion finish the deed and then pay her, knowing she was not a lady of the night. James Hamblin, $9.99. Hey, Gary, I know you don't do politics, but my dream is for a political career in the UK, and if I make it, I'm going to be the first MP to quote Jean-Luc Picard on the floor of the House of Commons. Then you have my full support, James. Whatever support Yank can give. Randall P, $5. Did Brienne swear to defend Sansa for the rest of her life? Yes. Sansa really turned out to be a bit like Cat, but don't oaths need to be fulfilled? Well, not in Dan and Dave's world, because they're oath breakers as well. EMH, $2. Why is there a Night's Watch now? I don't know. George Orwell, $14.99. I nailed who would be king, but it was so predictable. If I could get it from watching only season 8, that was good. How good was it? What was the dragon burning down the Iron Throne? Are they sentient? They are intelligent as far as they are intelligent. George is a bit vague on that though. Tim Lim's bunny, $2. Tim Lim's bunny. Prophecies? What prophecies? Marvel fan, $5. Do you think Varys wished he had protected Robert's rule a little better? It's too bad Jorah didn't survive long enough to say Robert was right. Exactly. Yep. Pat Palma, $4.99. Well, I guess the whole gist of the story is, hey, she was a necessary evil to beat the real evil, but then she was the more beatable evil. But it still makes it anticlimactic. That it does. It works in the book if you make Daenerys a little supernatural. Basically, you got to amp her up to be like a Night King. And it's not just a girl on a dragon. That is not. Dragons can be killed, especially when she doesn't wear armor. $4.99. What do you say to the common argument now that you can't criticize Game of Thrones or seemingly any fictional media because fiction can't be a faulty product? Complete bullshit. Fiction can absolutely be a faulty product. That is something an artist came up with. You know what that is? That is, oh my God, that's a millennial argument. That is the product of participation trophies. Fictional can't be faulty. Oh my God. I can hear somebody on NPR saying that. I can see an art school teacher in preschool saying that. That's not logical. Yes. You present a product that you want to. Now, no, if your fiction is a story that you only made for yourself that you plan on not selling, okay. It still doesn't make any sense. No, you had a product. You sold product. Product was one of the most popular things in the world. Then product was not one of the most popular things in the world because it became faulty, because it started not following the rules that you set up, because the people who were in charge of it could not venture past the source material. They did not have the talent for it. That sucks, but it's true. 2 guys could not measure up to 1 George. And these 2 guys worked with the same people over and over again and didn't decide to change things up very much. And that's it. Yeah, that's a terrible argument. That's a millennial argument. That's an argument made by people with a lot of participation trophies. It's very important in the human. I'm going to say something really obvious. It's very important in the human experience to lose and win, but more importantly, lose. You need to know what loss really feels like. The Mad Harrison for $15. With Danny installing herself as queen, wouldn't she at least keep a bodyguard of honor guard or of a solid or keeping herself getting offed? John killing her was too easy. Yeah. There is lessons I can point out in the show why that would happen. How Barristan died. You need to have protection at all time. Gary, I sent Mecca a pink baseball cap with embroidered kangaroo and Lord Dictor a 3D metal cast Starship Enterprise Gold Edition 3D metal cast Starship Enterprise 50th anniversary. Missing now. Sorry. Oh, it's okay. What's missing? What's missing? Peter Davison, thank you for the Australian $10. I've got the metal I've got the little metal 3D metal Starship Enterprise. I still got to put together. 99 cents retracted. Not sure why. Envious Alloy, $2. You spot the effing water bottle during the trial. Yeah, somebody pointed that out, and we showed that earlier. Nikea 31, $5. Where did Arya get the ship? Get that ship with the wolf head carved on the hull and a full crew? She got it at Euron's shipyards. He's got a deal. You know, if you trade in your ship, you can get you can lease a new ship, and we'll customize it for you. Green Vendetta 88. Seems all the important scenes happened off screen. Yep. Remember when they killed the Kraken off screen in Pirates of the Caribbean? That was nothing compared to this. Okay. Michael Ray, $4.99. So John surrenders his weapons to see the prisoner, but can't keep them to see the queen. Okay, let me say that again. So John surrenders his weapons to see the prisoner, but can't keep them to see the queen. No, he can't. That's actually pretty normal. Hannes the Man, $5. Taboo with Kay Parker. Isn't that a naughty film? No. So I was recommending a show called Taboo. It wasn't the one with Kay Parker. It's the one with Tom Hardy, which is very good. Expat 11, $5. Game of Thrones will live on forever and be watched by millions on Pornhub. Everywhere else, not so much. Classic Comics, $5. And a medieval fantasy that takes place in a post-Holocaust setting is intriguing idea, but it's been done by the Shannara series. Well, I haven't read the Shannara series. Just because one idea has been done doesn't mean you don't do it again, or no stories would ever be retold. And you know that, Classic Comics. You like comics. Jack Random, $5. The people of Planetos came from a civilization that was saved by Michael Burnham as the Red Angel from Star Trek Discovery. That is why their writing is so bad. Jack Random, you make sense. Actually, that was in season 2. Double Dutch, $2. Hold my beer while I give Bran the scrap throne. Exactly. The Big Red Bear, Canadian, $5. All hail the real Aegon, the 6th young Griff. May he reign peacefully after he comes to Westeros and kills Bran with Griff. Yes. Nicholas Horton, $5. Just played back the episode, and in the cabin on Arya's ship, the woman had Dany's hair color and dagger. Another unexplained character rebirth. Oh boy, I didn't see that. Nicholas Horton, thank you very much. Okay, back to today's chat. Back in time. Back in time. Just subbed again. Mad Libs Westeros edition. Thank you. Do you think George R. R. Martin is ecstatic at the ending so badly, or devastated because they crapped Epic Story? Devastated. They spoiled his story and crapped the bed. He's not happy. There's no way in hell. And plus, at his core, George is a nerd, and he's not happy. He's going to come out with a blog right now saying it was perfect, it was great, blah, 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 because he's got 5 prequels and a business deal with HBO, which really is important and factors into this. I hope I've teased this enough. Hey, do you think Ursula K. Le Guin heard you talk about her? I loved Left Hand of Darkness. Also, how about Joan de Binge, the Snow Queen? Maybe Catherine Greer. I don't know. Maybe. You never know who's listening, Catherine. Bjorn, Swedish Crowns, $20. The quote, the comic book guy, worst season ever. Don't bang your head on the display cabinet, please. Legend Seeker, $4.99. I felt like they tried to do a Hunger Games ending with Game of Thrones season 8. Ooh, that's a good point. That was a really good point. Viking Finn, $5. Gary, season 8 was best season ever. Changed my mind. Is Arya's Ray's mother? Yes. Best season ever. Change your mind. If you saw that and you actually think that, and I know you're trolling me, that I can't. Okay. As I said before, explain why. What was so great about the last? But I know you're really not serious about it. Nikolai Pavlasala for $2. What army does Bran have to hold at the Six Kingdoms? Well, I mean, yeah, none. I mean, because Sansa takes the Northerners. It was dumb. There was no thought put in that. Again, George gave him the ending, but no path. Greg Wills, $2. Thank you for the donation. Disabled Llama for $5 Australian. Plot twist: season 8 was cut entirely from deleted scenes and B-roll from the real episodes that will special features of the Blu-rays. It feels like it. Impartial Observer, Australian $5. What exactly don't you like about Killjoys? It has problems, of course, but I think it's okay for mindless sci-fi. Did I say I didn't like Killjoys? I haven't seen it. So Killjoys, I watched like trailers of it, and it just didn't grab me. It looked like a bunch of, I have a problem with stuff that's supermodels kicking people's ass. It's kind of something I have a problem with. It's got to logically make sense. If they're enhanced and they got superpowers, but a lot of people seem to like that. Yeah, but no, I haven't. I have zero opinion on it. I saw the trailer and it just didn't grab me. It just did. But if you like it, cool. Bronte Test, $1.99. The real season 8 is locked behind DLC paywalls. Downloadable. Yeah, gotcha. Greg Willis, $5. Have you seen the music video Peria Aria, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight by the Merkins? It's hilarious. I have. It is hilarious. Clockwork Badger, thank you for the $1 donation. Clockwork Badger, $5. Huge Art Bell fan. Glad to hear you mention the legend. Too bad he is gone now. I miss him every day. He's like the one celeb I truly miss. I spent every night of the latter half of the 90s with him. Every night listening to him. Destiny Captain, $1.99. Jumping to FTL. Gary, hoping you see Stargate soon. I will, Destiny Captain. Jumping and have fun. Peter Davison, Australian $10. Posted by Aussie Post, missing in US. Oh, is that I'll check. Email me the tracking. DM it, Gary@nerderotic.com. Forget that Sansa and Tyrion were married. They did. Angel fully Feisler, $1.99. They did. They forgot a lot of things. They kind of forgot. Lisa Valentine, $1.99. John's character was my biggest disappointment. Mine too. George Orwell, $4.99. If you can't criticize fiction, you can't praise it either. You can't have it both ways. George Orwell, man, bringing the freaking logic and the heat. I love it. Lloyd, $5. Just adding another super chat for you to read because I'm evil that way. Blah, ha, ha, dude. Thank you. I'm not going to. Joey, 45X151. Thank you for all you do in the fans. Much love. Joey, thank you. Thank you so much. So we're caught up on today's. So I got to get back to yesterday's. There's still time. Oh, there's still more to go, folks. Christy Miller, no Inside episode 6 on YouTube yet. I wonder why. I did the effing 5-minute rant on YouTube. A freaking Lifetime movie is better than what we just saw. Hail Doomcock. Thank you, Christy. Hail Doomcock. I'm going to make you a mod. Are you in here, Christy? Hang on a second. Sorry for the silence, folks. I'm almost, dude, like dizzy. I'm dizzy from freaking from so much chat. This is great. I love it. Christy, are you in here? Christy. You're not. Okay. Well, there you are. Okay. I got you. Christy, say something. I see you in there. I'm waiting for you to. Did you give a super chat earlier? Don't give another super chat, Christy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just I need you to say something. Pop on there. So I can wrench you. I'll read a super chat in the meantime until we hear from Christy. Luke says John was walking past tens of thousands of bodies and he still sees McQueen. And he still says McQueen. They completely butchered his character. Also, this is the worse than Lost, says Luke. John Ruffner, $10. John Ruffner, there's John Ruffner, $12. Sorry, I got just man. The chat everything just jumped on me. Damn it. Okay, John Rifter, $12. I will do all wrenching afterwards. I'm gonna have to wrench afterwards. I'm boomering it right now. They completely butchered his character. Also, this is the worst than last. Got you, John Rifter, $10. Love the channel so much. Will definitely be tuning in for the Inquisition. Oh, I got to mention the Inquisition. I couldn't buy a big enough super chat to list all the characters they screwed over from this book. R.I.P. Game of Thrones. Dude, it's okay. You can email me. Gary at nerdrotic.com. Super chats are greatly appreciated. They help keep the lights on. They're the reason you get more content. But I try not to ask for them too much, or they're greatly appreciated. Thank you, John. The Great Loner, $2. Tencent is delaying the episode in China. Oh, they are? That's good for China. Good for China. China. So the Inquisition is so Doomcock and I are going to continue live streaming on Sunday in that time slot. We had a lot of people and you seem to have fun. So we don't expect to get an audience that big anymore, but we certainly, we can make it a regular thing. So this does affect the Friday night tights a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to alternate. So one Sunday it'll be on his channel, one Sunday it'll be on mine. I can't do 2 night live streams a night. Usually it's kind of an agreement I have with Mrs. Nerdrotic. So anytime I do an Inquisition here, which is with Doomcock at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, I will be doing a nooner on Friday. So it's still there. The live stream is still there. It'll just be during the day. Okay, back to you guys and your super chats. Lord Carbrito for something $50. It's an ARS. I don't know what that is. To write the last super chat, it's official. Babylon 5 is still the best show telling a story about an ancient evil coming back. 10 out of 10. Yeah, that landed its ending. How many shows have great endings? Like Babylon 5 has to be one of 5 shows that have great endings, probably. And listen, I haven't watched it all, but I know it. I hear from many people I trust that it had a great ending. Hans Mercier for Canadian $10. Someone should make a montage of the final or main punch scene of every season back to back. Just imagine death of Joffrey, death of Oberyn, and death of Dany. But 2 out of 3 meant something. Edmure surviving to presumably be Lord of the Riverlands ever since season 6, and then them making him look like an idiot right at the end. And Edmure's not an idiot. In the book, he has a goddamn arc. He goes through torture. Jaime threatens to put his baby in a trebuchet. He watched his entire family get fucked at the Red Wedding. Thank God the Blackfish survived. And then they screwed him in the show. The Blackfish, and a couple people survived the Red Wedding. Big John Umber and the Blackfish. The Blackfish is a freaking legend. I love him. Okay, back to today's chat because you guys keep putting them in there, trolling me away. Tech Guy, I don't think they forgot. They didn't give a crap. Okay, Tech Guy, I agree with you. Thank you to all you do for the fans. Much love, Joey. Thank you again, man. I appreciate the super chat. Blue Collar Daily, $5. Could accept John betraying his most prized possession, his honor, to kill his love and queen. If he had commanded Drogon to end him too. Self Dracarys. The thing is, he wouldn't burn. Or would he? Now, in the books, he would, because Targaryens aren't fireproof. The only reason Daenerys came out of that with Mir's Madurs, I can't remember her name, with blood magic. It was blood magic. It was only a one-off, okay? Lauren Brillante for $5. Have you noticed the coordinated effort to have actors say the petition is rude? The writers were rude, i.e., giving us such a crap season. Yes, I have noticed that. I didn't put it in my last video. I mentioned the petition again. Lauren, I'm sorry, Brillante. Hi, Lauren. Thank you for the super chat. Welcome. And I did notice that. And that I saw 3 actors. Is there more? Because if there's more, that is totally coordinated. I totally agree with you, Lauren. Yeah, it's fan attacking. And every single time I see it, I'm going to call it out. P Batty for $2. HBO has been screwing up shows since Rome. P, you're right. You're right. Like, how many shows have they ended well? Like, at least Rome ended. I mean, it was a cliffhanger, but it ended well. Like the Deadwood movie. I'm worried about it. Yeah, I'm canceling HBO. And maybe I'll have to sail the high seas like Euron Greyjoy, like the one from the books, to see the Deadwood show. Thundercats Ho, £2. I said maybe HBO. Maybe. I found a Snowflame figure on the way to you soon. There was not a Snowflame figure. Is there a Snowflame figure? No, there isn't. If there is, let me send you some scratch. That is brilliant. Thank you, Thundercats. Ho! All right. Where are we at, folks? Mark Beaupre for Canadian 279 says 10. Ajak Bradley, $4.99. It's hilarious how Daenerys' army was bigger in the episode than they were at the start of episode 3. D&D never did try. What a shame. Absolutely. El Berzadente for £10. Well, I just finished, and all I can say is good riddance. It's finally over. That's funny. You watched the whole episode while we were streaming. Way to go, El Berzadente. Citizen 01, $2. John gets arrested for regicide, but Jamie didn't? Okay, right. Miss Fee 12, $1.99. King Bran the Broken. He's laughing. Dr. Deborah B. Hello. Oh, it's nice to have a doctor here. Are you a doctor of are you like a psychiatrist, Deborah? That was from last night. Thank you for the £2.99 I appreciate it. And yeah, email me. I might need a session. Dan's Man, Gary at nerderotics.com. Dan's Man, New Zealand, $2. How did Jon Snow survive after he killed Danany? Oh boy, it's getting, oof, Gary, I need something to eat. What the hell? I know, that's not what he said. Peter version 1, $1.99. Brienne should have written One Night Stand. Yeah, the memes on Brienne writing in the book are the best. They are the best. All right. Here we go. What happened to the letter that Vari sent? Cal Van Benthasm? Nothing. Rich, thank you for the $1.99. Richard White was $5. So Bran sat and watched everyone die in Winterfell and King's Landing because he wanted to be on the throne. Why do you think I came all this way? He had no desire. Yeah, it was dumb. Dr. Deborah B, £1.99. Dragon eggs. I always wondered if they reproduced. They self-reproduced. And yeah, Deborah, I don't know. Tara thralls, they can. Oh, wait, no, they don't self-reproduce. I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. I get my dragons mixed up in lores and stuff because of drugs in the 80s. Tara thralls, $1.99. No, John told Bran to tell Sansa and Arya, then cut. Infinite combo. Yeah, Bran. John told Bran to tell. Did he? I thought, well, no, Bran forced him into it because he said it's your choice. Infinite combo reviews, $5. Enjoying the show. Peter Dinklage's acting pulled me through it all to the end, though I bet even my writing is better than this. I do game reviews. It probably is. Infinite combo reviews, $5. It is. El Presidente, £5. The one thing I learned from this is never sell your novels for movie or TV rights unless, I'll put it unless, you have godlike control. Like absolute yes or no on everything. Peter version 1, $1.99. Brad said he didn't want to be king in this episode. That's right. Brand said that. Did I say Brad? I mean Brand. Jack Random, $5. We're going to skip down to that. Jack Random, $5. Oh, come on. Open up. Tolkien had a bio movie. If George R. R. Martin doesn't finish this movie, blogs, cons, and NFL drafts, the unfinished books and life of a crazy lazy George R. R. Martin. Yep. George R. R. Martin's bio is titled that. The unfinished books and selfish life of a lazy George R. R. Martin. Virtual satire, $5. Danny wanted to break the wheel and now the wheel rules. Westeros, irony. The irony throne. Yellow Tiger, $4.99. They would have been off pulling a damn Twilight with the ending as warning for Bran instead of making Bran look like a villain. Yellow Tiger, I have no explanations for their writings other than Coke, yachts, Star Wars. I don't know. That's just my theory. Rin Wesley, $5. Arya kills Night King because they knew they'd get flack for Danny. Oh, that's... Well, no. Okay, what if John... Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario. I still think it sucks. But would it be better if John killed the Night King and Arya killed Danny? But it couldn't have been. See, that's why they kept John from killing the Night King, is because he killed Danny. John can kill them both. I think absolutely everybody would have been okay with that. Or John played a part in it. I think if the Starks killed the Night King, if Tormund killed the Night King, I'd be okay with it. He has more connection. Actually, he has the most connection. The Night King killed the most of his people. Tormund has been tormented by the Night King. Barbara Kroll, what is up? $10. Well, that was from last night. Probably not here. So did Bran get the throne because he was the only one prepared and brought his own share? Ha!